not dropping any.
Coach, do you feel like the opportunities were there, but with the amount of missed free throws and turnovers, those were just too much to overcome?
I mean, I think even with that, the opportunities were there. You know, we had some defensive rebounds down the stretch we couldn't get. Yeah, I mean, there were certainly plenty of opportunities there. The free throws and turnovers keep it from, make it a close game instead of one you could. I mean, we shot 10 more free throws than they did and made we shot the same number of free throws they did and they made 10 more. Like, that's going to be tough to overcome. There's no question. But we could have overcome it. We just, it's a couple things down the stretch. I mean, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating for me. It's frustrating for them. To be right there in the Washington game, lose in overtime, to be right there in the New York game where you should have won it in regulation, lose it in overtime, to have a shot to beat, Brooklyn right there, close game, and then the same thing tonight. I mean, to be right there game after game after game and to get yourself ready to play and to go out and compete and not be able to finish it off, it's frustrating for every one of us, coaches, players, front office, everybody, to be right there. And I'll give our guys credit, and, we'll see what happens on Monday, but, they keep fighting through the frustration and going out and competing every night, and I thought they did that again tonight. I mean, down big at halftime and come back out and get right back in it, fight through the frustration on the free throws and stuff. So, I'll give them credit in that regard. We've just got to do what it takes to win, and we got to play more solid basketball.
That third quarter was your best one of the game. Was there a certain adjustment, a certain strategy change that you implemented at halftime to get BI going and get the team going?
Well, not really a strategy thing. I listen. They were having trouble matching up with Zion in the second quarter, and so we were just going to him. It was too much. I wasn't getting anybody else involved, and so that was my mistake coaching-wise. I looked at the thing at halftime. Brandon only has 5 shots. I mean, I said when we talked about defensive adjustments we wanted to make, taking care of the ball, all those things offensively, I said, we're going to move the ball more. I'm going to make sure I get Brandon involved, and we were able to do that. It should have been done in the first half, but we did adjust, and I think he had 5 shots at halftime. He got 16 shots in the second half. We got him involved a little bit more, and I think that helped us.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned it already, but those defensive rebounds that you were not able to get down the stretch, and of course, Najee did a pretty decent job on DeRozan as well as he could, and missing the shots, but you just were not able to get those opportunities in the second chance punch really hurt. Yeah,
I mean, you're not against a guy like that. You're not going to get stops every time down, and I thought we did a decent job. We had some breakdowns in the game where we didn't do what we were supposed to do, but for the most part, I mean, I thought we fought it out pretty good, and then we've got hands on the ball too, and we just, it was disappointing because rebounding's been the one thing we've been able to count on all year and should be able to count on, and tonight not so much.
Yes, then tonight it was the free throws and the turnovers. But, a lot of these games we walk away and you hear you say, man, we kind of beat ourselves, and this one, I guess, from a big picture standpoint as a franchise, how do you address that, going into the offseason when it's been an issue, a lot of the season?
Well, I mean, every game's been different. This isn't the same as the Washington game or the New York game or the Brooklyn game. I mean, you guys have already hit on the 2 things that were the problem tonight, we hit a long stretch in the year after the first West Coast trip, and I don't know, we went a lot of games. I mean, close to 30 games, I think, where we were the number 2 offense in the league. And the 2 things that were going on there is we were shooting the ball well from 3, but we cut the turnovers. And now we're back to being a mistake team. That's a problem. And the free throws have been a problem all year. Not maybe this bad, but it's been a problem all year. We're one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the league. And so as far as going forward, Will, what do you do about that? You practice your free throws and you try to get better. Like, I don't have a strategy for that. I don't have a strategy for shooting free throws. Like, that we need to do something differently or anything. So I don't know, you know, run different free throw plays, I guess. I don't know.
Lonzo had a look there from the left wing to tie it. I know he had it rolling. I mean, is that a look that you like in that situation there?
It's an open three, you know. It was an open three. It wasn't contested. Yeah, it was an open three, and a guy who was at the time 6 for 9 on the night. Like, you know, you're gonna complain about that. I mean, you know, then I don't know what you're doing coaching wise. Like, you can't decide based on the result. You know, if that goes in, everybody's saying great shot. If it doesn't, now you should have done. You know, we should have gotten the ball to Zion and Brand. I mean, come on. Like, you can't have a guy out there that any shot he misses is a bad shot. I mean, he was 6 for 10 from 3 tonight. It was an open shot, really from about the same spot where he had just hit the one right before. So, yeah, I'm not quibbling with that.
Hey, Stan, you mentioned the turnovers have started to kind of tick up. Do you think that's a case where guys are maybe, I don't want to say trying too hard, but they're looking to make the extra play, knowing kind of the stakes of the games are kind of getting higher and higher?
You know what? I mean, that's just a great point, Andrew. I said at halftime to our team, you know, I think we were trying to make too many home run plays, and we were playing a little fat. Like, everybody wanted to get it done so much. Everybody's trying to make the play and the whole thing instead of just moving the ball and playing solid basketball. And we've had that problem in the past. We got out of that for a while, and then, you know, it started to come back. And tonight, it was early in the game especially. I mean, we're trying to throw the ball full court, and I mean, we had some really, really poor decisions early in the game.
Hey, Coach, Carl Zach.